Please take your seats, ma'am. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at thank you for making me a part of this celebration. It's the second year now, so getting bigger and better. I'd like to thank, it's not as timely, it is as important, especially this triumvirate, Middle East, Philippines, and US educators, where I think this will be validated by our guests from the US. The Filipino diaspora here in the UAE is somehow said approximating or is already there comparable to the Filipino-American community in certain ways. So it's just important that we share all these skills, share all this knowledge together. But first, dalawang commercial na. First, address this to the teachers organizations here. Meron na naman tayong SPLE. It's going to be on May, the next the holidays. So I hope you're already preparing our aspirants. I think we have some aspirants here for the teacher's licenses. And sana sinisimulan nila ang ating review classes. The teachers' organizations here, for the information of our friends from the US, they provide review classes for the aspiring Filipino teachers here to become licensed by the PRC. And in doing so, they increase their qualifications, their credentials, and helping them improve their careers here. And at the same time, also encouraging them. I've heard at least one or two, one I personally assisted in taking advantage of the SPINS program, who a previous household worker, I gave we passed the test, took advantage of the SPINS, sir, ma'am, kayo po ang sa Pinas, ikaw, ma'am, sir, which gives an opportunity for them to give back and gain a teaching position right in their hometown. So the complete sa full circle, simula sila dito, humble, modest household workers who probably didn't have the opportunity to or the necessity of having to go abroad. Found the support they needed here, found the encouragement they needed here, through the organizations, drawing inspiration from those who have come before them. And the other eminent educators from all over, pursige sila, kapasa, some have improved their, of course, their career positions here, and some ultimately going back and helping their hometown. So that's one. Oh, nag-review mo kayo? Si Doc dito. Okay, very good. Second, this I pick up from the speech of our guest of honor. So, yung Philippine Presidential Awards for Filipino individuals overseas, no? We are now accepting nominations. I hope you saw our posts sa aming social media. And I challenge you also, dapat may manggaling dito winner. So, siguro naman I can confidently say that we are not nominating anyone. We just bet, no? We just receive and we will send. And then, but I was having a conversation with Secretary and na-amaze siya sa mga Pilipino dito. So anyway, commercial plugging done. So we continue. And of course, welcome once again to our guests from the Philippines, Secretary Daniel, Commission Filipinos Overseas, our guests from the US, our eminent educators, welcome back, I should say, and the Filipino eminent teachers here, not just in the UAE, but entire region of the GCC. And looking at this day's event, when I said this is very timely, it is important. You see a coming together of the different aspects. Just last January, the President, His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., embarked on his second visit to the UAE in 14 months. So that just goes to show the level of our engagement, our importance, and more so when we signed two monumental agreements. One is a comprehensive economic partnership agreement, which is the free trade agreement opening up free trade to this region with UAE that will be our gateway. UAE, by itself, is already a very big opportunity, but that opens up our doors to the greater GCC with Saudi, Qatar, Oman, and Kuwait. We also signed the Defense Cooperation Agreement. We're not buying arms or anything, but the importance now of cybersecurity and that different technologies that can be we can take advantage here. And even before that, in the past 3 years, I believe we signed agreements in artificial intelligence, renewable economy, the improvement of our government services, even the cleanup capacity for agreement signed with us by the first lady itself. So we've seen a reorientation of our relations that have moved up beyond labor migration issues. Still there, this is still right, but still an third pillar of our foreign policy and the establishment of the Department of Migrant Workers and the CFO and the DFAC are proof of how important the overseas Philippines are. And then that is one part. Second, we see the convergence coming together of teachers from all over the world coming here. And then we see even our performers, third country children growing up as global citizens in a country where they feel they are really a part of, especially here with the UAE policy of inclusivity, tolerance, and openness, where you feel just like you and just like them. This is a place where you can thrive and succeed. And then, of course, the overall Filipino community here, not just educators, men are becoming successful entrepreneurs, professionals in their own right. So they're all coming together in what could be, or what is, what we can say, a perfect storm of opportunity. What the psychiatrist Carlo said, synchronicity, which you think unrelated, non-causally related activities, if you look at them individually, may be unimportant, but looking at them together, you see a hidden purpose. And that's, I think, what a perfect storm here now brewing with all of these factors coming together. So how do we leverage it? In the US military, the strategy, the enabler of their policy, military doctrine, is the CQI. It's command, control, communications, or the three C's, and I for intelligence. The pillars of how they plan, the pillars of how they act, and the pillars of how they conduct their operations. Here, maybe we conduct our own CQI. Maybe we start with C, convergence. We put together the best from all worlds and try to mesh them with what this country is offering. I forgot to add what we are seeing now in this country, the leader in renewable energy, leader in innovation, leader in AI and science and technology, leader in investments, leader in tourism. So we are in that environment. And with Secretariat yesterday, we talked about how ATEC is really supporting the Filipino schools here. And let's take advantage of the convergence of like merging our curriculums or having similar, because one thing from my vantage points I've seen and with my engagement to the Filipinos here, schools, I mean, I'm always promoting the Filipinos. I go to the university, I tell them, why don't you have more Filipinos? The third, fourth language of the whole year, why don't you need more Filipinos? But they tell me, yes, of course, if they pass their exam more than me. So big back to you, not challenge. Take the exam, ask them. Anyone, I was the The other day, last Thursday, it was International Day of Muhammad bin Zayed University for AI. That's ranked ninth globally in AI education. We have a Filipino PhD student there. They have opened up on undergraduate studies, and I think the opening uh, volume of applicants reached up to 40,000 all over the world. In that international day, we had three master students. One from who's a full scholar here, two who are children of a Filipino mother and an Omani father, and there's another one undergrad for the first admission. Her mother is Filipina. Another one, her mother is from Iloilo, Filipino also. Coming together. We had that international day. On one part was the ASEAN area. So it was we were next to Malaysia, Indonesia, and Vietnam. Indonesia, 40 plus students. Malaysia, like 20 plus. And Vietnam, 20 plus. But of course, we have the best booths. And we have the best food. So we have to excel also from our cultural celebrations, and let's maybe merge and see how we can refine our curriculums. Because from one input I heard from the admissions office and from students who are now Filipinos who are now scholars in the different universities here, taking up engineering and other science courses, they would have been accepted to the like Khalifa University had they been able to get a higher form of calculus, which is not in the Philippine curriculum. So I said, maybe one solution, one quick fix is offer that as an elective in your schools and offer it to those who are more uh, academically or mathematically inclined to get that, and they can avail themselves of higher levels of education, higher levels. I mean, one wanted to take up uh, astrophysics and higher engineering. They shall qualify because of that shortage in the calculus. No? So he's a scholar now in civil engineering, still completing 30% at UAE University, where these schools have the best funding because of the wealth of this country, the best laboratory facilities, and the best teachers from all over. So convergence of our, let's learn from each other. At the same way that Ladek is the one pushing us. Why don't you open a school here? Why don't you open a school here where the Filipinos or the community, Filipino communities grow? So there's convergence. One is, then the second is of course competitiveness. Yan, laban tayo. I mean, the innate talent of the Filipino. So those who performed a while ago, and the others, every day I hear stories about Filipino students are excelling in their own right, in multi levels, no? Arts, sciences, and even community service. So they are seeing the role here. So seemingly non causally related events, seemingly independent, coming together where they find hidden purpose and where they find their purpose for the entire community. And third, of course, is cohesion. And we come together, the embassies here. We are very fortunate with the visit of Secretary and when we heard the programs that CFO is mandated to do for the Filipinos overseas. It's all coming together. And the I is of course innovation. This is a country that lives, thrives, and pushes you to be innovative in whatever ways, disrupt whatever, uh, change everything, think out of the box, and see. And because they will support that, and let's take advantage of their funding, assistance, grants that we can take advantage here. That take advantage of. So with that, ultimately, kayo, you have that environment that you have here. You have that situation where you think that you're just moving in your own silos or in But putting it together through programs like this, cooperating with AFTEC, cooperating with the Philippine organizations, with the embassies, we all come together and find our purpose for the greater good and benefit of the Philippine community, not just here, but in the region and the globe, where we are now 11 million. So, ang dali sa akin magsabi nun, now I give you responsibility. Grabe, no? I talk about it ultimately. But please be assured, like what Secretary, we are here to support. We are here to shepherd or even handhold and partner with you. And with more activities like this, yesterday we're talking about even more inter-school sports. Kasi binulungan din nila isa kanina, we want to do inter-school sport. Parang nakapag na din, usapan natin yung secretary kanina. Kita nyo? So, sometimes, you already have these ideas germinating in your mind, but maybe this is the right time. So I'm telling you now, this is the right time. This is the right time to take advantage of whatever idea, innovation, and the support of academicians here. We have leaders in AI, we have leaders in Dubai doing deans of computer engineering in Dubai University. We have one Canadian university set of civil engineering. So maybe we could all come together doing all these eminent educators from the early stages, even those who are taking care of our children in the spectrum. So no one is left behind. So the opportunity is there. And I hope not just through the nomination for the PACU, but it is a real concrete program. And I assure you, you will get the presidential award. And of course, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors who make this event possible and all those the support and the faith and belief of our pioneer educators who went to the US. Sila yung mga nauna. And ngayon, there's still a big need for Filipinos who are being recruited to the underserved areas in the United States, in the border towns, in the Indian reservations. And many among you have taken advantage of that. From here, you come to the US, and just like other nurses or engineers, once getting your US citizenship, you come back here and get a different salary scale as US citizen. Matawa yun, sa kami ginagawa namin, di ba? Di ba? Full circle, you come here on a visit visa, di ba? You get a job, rather than visit visa, matawa na ako. But that's the, when you saw opportunity here, you came, took that, run with it, and now it's your turn, like the full circle that the skills teachers are going back from household worker going to the Philippines. Now it's your turn. Find your purpose, the catalyst, what's happening here, andyan na. So it's really up to you. And I'm confident looking around with the accumulated wisdom, talent, experience just in this room. I'm sure that we will succeed. So mabuhay po tayo lahat.